Season finale, kicking it with Jlew. Of course, I had to go get my brother, Cousinjawon, second best shooter in the family. Let's take it to him. Hey, yo, bro. I guess he's giving me a run for my money. My brother.
Back.
Sheesh, you got some heat over here, my boy.
You know, it's not the regular asking me about random ass basketball. So
you went and got some heat for this one.
They're cool. They're all right. Some slight.
Some slight. If this is what you bring, I can only imagine with the crib. If you think this is slight, then
it's cool. It's a good.
Give me a rundown then for the people who don't know. Like me, all I wear is Adidas. I know what they are, but for the people who don't know what they are,
we'll go in order. So, Strange Love SB collab. It's a collaboration with Strange Love. This shoe is hot, man. The bottoms, confetti bottoms, crazy. This shoe is probably a shoe I would never wear because like this velvet material, like you're gonna wreck this shoe. So, Strange Love SB, Union Jordan collab, Union 4. It's called the Guava. I mean, the best part about that, the Nike Air on the back. Nike Air is ridiculous with the blue and red. It's crazy. The tongue on these actually unfolds, or you can unstitch it so the tongue pops.
I was just about to ask, are you gonna alter it, or are you keeping it?
Nah, I definitely bring the tongue out because this shit looks corny like this. It's a good shoe. It's grown on me. At first, when I first seen these, I didn't like these. I thought these was trash, but I ain't got no style to rock these either. So
yeah, you gotta have a certain type of colorway.
Yeah, I don't know. Travis Scott 6s. These are cool, man. I don't know. I've got these off sneakers. Last time I went on sneakers like 4 years ago, but it's a cool sneaker. The bottoms glow in the dark. This little clear part does. Got a little pocket. Put a little paraphernalia in there. It's a cool shoe, man. I'm. They're alright. The greatest Nike basketball shoe of all time. Kobe 6 Grinch.
Jeez!
Doesn't get much better than this.
That's the, hey, listen.
This is a great.
Listen, all I wear is Adidas, but if I was to go to Nike, I would definitely grab me a pair of the Grinches, because them bad boys is different.
You can put the red laces on there too to make it pop a little bit more, but it don't get much better than this shoe right here. You can wear it casual, you can wear it hooping. It's a great shoe.
You better than me. I'm going in the case and staying there. I'm not rocking.
It's a great shoe. I'm a hooping that for sure. A lot of people's grill. Cool shoe. Travis Scott Jordan 1. I paid resale, paid out my ass for these. This shoe is crazy, man. Pink laces. A lot of people put pink laces on it. I'm not really a fan. I keep it basic with the black, but it's a good shoe. It's got this part. There's like some 3M. When you take a picture, this little cactus jack will pop off. So it's a dope shoe. And then probably my favorite shoe in the collection, Shattered Backboard Jordan 1. It doesn't get much better than this. Probably, in my opinion, probably the second greatest Jordan 1 of all time, behind the Breads, which I have on. So this shoe is beautiful. This leather, tumble leather, doesn't get much better than this. Beautiful, beautiful shoe. But yeah, that's my, what's that, 6, 5? I don't know, I can't count. just something, man.
So, I know you're not like the biggest fashion guy, but when you putting a fit together, whether it's casual, you going out on the town, whatever, do you put get the shoes first, you put the fit, and then go grab the shoes, or it don't really matter? You just
well, yeah. Since you mentioned I'm not the most fashionable person, it starts from the bottom up for sure. Bottom up, and then I try to just pick like primary colors. black and white, keep it basic, because then it's easier to play off of. Like, that's why I said these. I can't rock these because, like, what can you? I don't own anything that matches this cream color, like this red fluorescent pink type of color. Like, it's hard. So I try to keep it basic with the primary colors and just rock out.
And then you're not somebody who's big on watches or accessories, so you get like hats and.
I'm broke, so I can't afford the jewelry and the beads and all that stuff.
Didn't you just say you paid out your?
Yeah, that's why I'm broke.
Don't you got the union?
Yeah, I can, you know.
You know, you've been my brother. I'm gonna let you slide. I ain't going to drill you too much about it. But is this you said this is the best hoop shoe?
Yeah.
Is it also the most comfortable, or is it just like?
Nah, Kobe's honestly are uncomfortable. I'm not gonna lie to you. The Kobe 8's really comfortable. This shoe, because I don't know about other people, but I got fat feet, so this shoe is very narrow. Like, if you look, like, it slims up. Mm-hmm. So if you get Kobe's, you gotta go a half size up. I went true to size. This is a size 11. But no, it's not the most comfortable.
So
shoe.
You said you was gonna hoop in those.
Yeah, I'm gonna hoop in them for sure.
Does that mean you coming out of retirement and run with me in another?
No, I'm not. I casual hoop.
What you mean?
To drop these quarantine pounds.
That's cool.
Hooping in the league is dead.
Once you drop them, we can go get us another championship.
It's dead, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I retired. I could coach. Like, if y'all want me to draw some plays.
No, I don't need you to draw no plays.
Schemes.
Especially for me, you know, I'm ISO. We going 1-on-1. You don't need.
Yeah, no, it's.
I'm just saying though, like,
no,
come out of retirement.
No. Those days are.
Listen, we got chips together. We gotta go get another one.
It's long done. I'm washed.
I'm gonna let you rock. So I know you into music heavy, especially Drake.
The greatest. The greatest.
I'm not going to argue.
There's nothing to argue about. The greatest.
I'm going to argue with you about who the greatest is right now.
Continue.
With Drake having his own Jordan collab, who else? You know, Travis got his. Eminem got one. Is there anybody else worthy enough to you that should be able to go get their own Jordan collab? Because what you think, Jordan's the best shoes, or is it like Nike?
I mean, I think every big person has a shoe already, so I can't think of anybody right now. Like, I'm sure like Lil Uzi could probably do it, but I'm too old for Lil Uzi. Yeah, I'm too old. But like Cole's got a collab. Kendrick had a collab with Nike. Who else? What other big artists? Future's probably the biggest one who doesn't. Maybe Meek. Meek had a deal with Puma, I think. So like everybody has a collab.
But I think Future did have one. I think his was more like with Versace or something like that. I'm not wearing them, but yeah.
I think we're kind of in a transitional period where like there's gonna be a next big artist that'll probably, you know, rise up and get a shoe deal. But now it's like hand in hand. Kanye busted it open. So if you're an artist, you're gonna get a shoe deal or a clothing brand deal at some point.
But Yeezy, when Yeezy did his, he left. You know, it was like, is he really gonna leave Nike? He ended up leaving and went to Adidas, and now Adidas is on a different level. Which ain't my fault. Y'all was late to the party. You know, I was already there. Y'all was just happy to come late. So with him doing that, and Beyonce got one with them. I want to say 2 Chainz got one with
Big Sean had one too.
Versace. I think, yeah, Big Sean had one too. I always look at like Wale had some because he had the Asics, but I feel like he need to go somewhere where he can just be there. His creativeness is just, he just need to stay.
Yeah, he shouldn't be it from a rapper standpoint. He should be like a designer of the shoe because he can have some crazy.
Oh yeah, like he shouldn't have the collab. He should just have his own shoe.
Yeah. But I mean, it's starting to change now. Like now, it's more focused on brands. Like Union is a clothing brand, so now the clothing brands are starting to become the biggest, like bigger than the artists almost. Mm-hmm. So like a lot of the highest reselling shoes are clothing brands. So like Union has a pair of Jordan 1s that go for like $2 because it's a great looking shoe. So I feel like the artist wave is kind of it's here, but it's not the most buzzworthy thing. Like Travis's are gonna be a pop, but like Travis just worked with a brand called Fragment, and now they're coming up with a Jordan 1. And Fragment has a Jordan 1 that's one of the most expensive Jordan 1s of all time. So like it's a lot to do with like the clothing.
Is it more expensive than the Eminem? Because I heard the Eminem.
No, Eminem's like $40. Like it don't get much. Like
the only person who gets his hands on those right now is PJ maybe.
I just don't understand why. Like if you have $40,000,
you gonna waste on the shoe?
It's not even a dope looking shoe. That's the crazy.
It do look like it's just like it kind of almost reminds me of the claws.
Yeah, it's basically the same thing.
Whatever.
But it just has a giant ass E on the tongue. So it's like, all right, cool. But there's a couple like the school peas are the ones I like more. The school peas are nuts. Like the Michigan, North Carolina, Oklahoma, Florida.
UNC.
Oh yeah, those peas are stupid.
Michigan for when it comes to basketball, Michigan be killing the game. Then when it comes to football, Oregon be on a whole different level. I don't know why Oregon's so tough with it, but it might be because they got a million colors. Yeah, they do got a million colors over there. Because they come out one week looking like a green person. They look like the Kobe. They look literally. This is what their uniform look like. And then next week they look like the Oakland Raiders.
Yeah. No, the color scheme, because Jordan wasn't really that big on like greens, yellows, lime greens. Like you didn't really see Jordans like that. So the moment you came out with an Air Jordan 3 with green and lime green, it's like, oh shit, like, I gotta cop that. So that they caught a lick off that for sure.
Yeah, I be every time they run out into the field, I'd be like, yo, how did y'all just pull that off with a cleat? Yeah, and then their uniforms be
not even that. It's just like they show up to like practice with Oregon jumpsuits with $5,000 pair of Oregon bottoms. Like people don't realize that. Like that's the easiest way to get one is you have to like
go to the
DM a player and like, yo, I'll buy it off of you, but like then they get in trouble. Yeah, so you can't even.
I heard I can't remember which player it was, but he did say once he got to the NFL, he did kind of do it under the rug because he said if he would have did it in school and got in trouble, scholarships and everything would have been a wrap for him. And I think he went first round too. He's actually a nice.
That's why you gotta like. One day I'm gonna actually spend like a month trying to get some. I'm gonna hit up like seniors, people who are graduating, because if you're graduating, you ain't got no reason to keep them.
Right.
And like if you're not into shoes and somebody's like, yo, I'll give you 2 bands for that shoe right now.
Especially before they get to the league and then they be like, I got an NFL check. Yo, little 2000 ain't nothing.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Kobe Bryant, RIP. I know that's my favorite player, but Steph Curry is your favorite player of all time.
Yeah.
Dame's my favorite player in the league right now.
Mm-hmm.
He did a collab with WWE. So Steph being your favorite player, who is there not a brand because he's with Under Armour, so he can't really go collab with Jordan. Yeah. But is there something or someone that he could probably collab with? Like, cause
it's just not a good. The problem with his is like the shoes aren't that good, so there's not. They can't do about it. But shout out to Steph though, because he's the first athlete with his own brand. Like he has he's under Under Armour, but the Currys are now its own. It's like Jordan with Nike back in the day. How Jordan's own brand now, the Currys are its own name now.
Yeah, I know LeBron was talking about doing Team LeBron. Yeah, and he was trying to get Luka. Yeah. Then Luka went and signed
Jordan. Yeah.
With Jordan, which I probably would do the same thing. I don't know. Especially because you don't know what the shoe looks like. Like I haven't seen a prototype. I haven't seen nothing of what the LeBron's gonna look like. The only other person in the league that's wearing the Currys are his brother and Bazemore.
Yeah, the bums on Golden State are all wearing them. All the bench players are.
That's because they're trying to stay.
Joel Embiid's he's with Under Armour, but he does not wear Currys. He has his own shoe, I think, Under Armour. But
so I say that
the
reason I bring that up is because Dame got his own shoes. One of the best-selling shoes, probably behind Harden, over in Adidas right now for basketball. Obviously, we know what Yeezy's doing. Steph Curry's shoe is not that good of a looking shoe.
It's not.
But as good as he is, he should have stayed with Nike from back in the day. But I know he had ankle problems. I don't know if that's why he left. I don't want to.
No, the story is because when Nike went to go like sign him, they spelled his name wrong on the presentation.
I do remember that, but I didn't know if it was true.
That was a fact. And Under Armour came with the bag. Like Under Armour came with the bag, and they said, "Yo, listen."
And they got him before he took off. It was
the thing with Under Armour's too is like he wasn't gonna get his own brand under Nike. Yeah. Like if they haven't given LeBron like a LeBron separate from Nike, he wasn't gonna get a step away from Nike. So he got Under Armour, but he has his own label now.
But do you think that was the conversation when they presented to him? Like, we're gonna give you
the deal was come be the face of our friend, come be the face of.
Yeah, because with football, I think it's Cam.
Yeah, and they kind of came up at the same time, pretty much. So the Curry one's not a bad shoe. Like it's a good casual shoe. Like I could probably rock it just everyday shit, but I haven't seen a colorway that I was like, ooh, I gotta crop that. So
I see some of these dead stock still. So we gonna leave these alone. What's in your rotation? I know we still kind of.
Bro, I don't wear shoes, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I don't wear shoes. Like you catch me in some sandals, some Vans, but like I don't really wear my shoes. Shoes to me are like art. Mm-hmm. Like when I own my own crib one day, I want to have these like on the wall like art. And you walk in and it's like
art pieces and stuff.
Yeah, like
kind of look like my room with the look like Foot Locker in my room.
Yeah, like that. That's how I want my living room to be, right? Or like a room in my house to be. So like, don't get me wrong, I do wear my shoes, but like I don't want to get them dirty. I don't want to deal with the stress of trying to keep them clean in public, and like it's just a whole ordeal. So there's a place for everything, but you know, my biggest thing is buy used. If you buy used shoes, you're more likely to wear them.
Right.
Because somebody's already wore them. But if you buy a dead stock shoe, like...
You better than me. I'm not putting my foot in nobody's shoes. It's not happening.
Yeah, you got to trust. You got to do your due diligence.
I ain't done it. I'm not done it.
Yeah, I think the Travises I bought from somebody else, those are used. And they're a clean shoe. Like, you can't tell that they've been worn yet, so...
Yeah, you better than me. I can't do it. So, they're not beaters because they look like you just got them out the box.
No, they're a little beat. these are a little beat.
But is that like your, all right, I'm about to run here.
If I had to, like, if I need to wear a shoe out, I'm going to wear these out. Because, one, they're comfortable, and two, it matches with anything. Like, I got yellow on, like, all black. You could literally put this shoe on with anything. And it's the greatest Jordan 1 of all time. It's the classic. It's the first Jordan shoe. So
you said that's the greatest Jordan of all time. Is the Jordan 1 the greatest Jordan of all time?
I personally, I like 3s more than 1s, but 1s consensusly are the best ones. And they resell for the most, so good luck trying to buy a pair for yourself.
So, you said the 3s is your favorite of all time?
Yeah, and I don't even have a 3 here, but yeah.
But you have a 3 in your collection?
Yeah, I got like 4 or 5.
So, if we did a survey on everybody in the world, would 1 and 11 be the consensus on? 1,
I feel like it's 1s, 11s, 3s, and 4s in some order. But 1s and 11s are probably the 2 most popular. So for the people that don't know, the 11s are the same shoe that Michael Jordan wore in Space Jam. Mm-hmm. If you've seen Space Jam, you know that iconic shoe. That's the shoe that kind of like took off, and it was just like that grail for most people. But now they come out all the time.
Yeah, I was about to say, so 1s and 11s come out. Seems like every month we got another 1 coming out, another 11 coming out. Yeah. But then you got like the 3s or the 2s.
Yeah, 2s
They come out like once every 3 years, and I'll be like, everybody likes them. Like, we have Malik on here, and Malik said the 2s is his favorite Jordan, but they don't come out that much. No, but when they do come out, they come out limited, and you ain't getting them anyway.
Yeah, that's just because it's not like people who like the 2s are like sneakerheads. Mm-hmm. But like general people, like my dad, who's not a big sneaker person, like he's like, oh, some 11s come out. Can you grab these for me? Like because the 11s,
right?
Like, they have that stench to them. So that's why I said it's like 11s, 1s, 3s, and 4s because anything else is kind of like hit or miss. Either people sneakerheads really like that shoe, or it's kind of like a meh. Like
yeah, I feel like the 11, even people who don't have 50 plus shoes, however much. Because I don't really think a sneakerhead is a person who got a lot of shoes. If you know shoes, then you know shoes. Maybe you just don't care about having a whole bunch of shoes.
Right.
But I feel like people who are just into shoes and have a following on Instagram who follow a whole bunch of like Sneaker Complex and all them other people, they know what the 11s are. But if the 2s come out and you ask them, they might be like, a 7? And you'd be like, yo, who are you? But everybody, even if you just know shoes, don't wear shoes every day. You know what the 11 is.
Yeah. I mean, being a sneakerhead is just such like a cliche term now because everybody wants to gatekeep like, oh, you're not a sneakerhead, or you're not a sneakerhead. Like for me, it's like, who cares? It for the love of the shoes like who cares? My thing is just who cares what somebody else thinks. Like I'm not gonna judge you because you wear Adidas. Say you're not a sneakerhead. Like who am I? I'm not somebody to be able to say that. Like for me, the people that I separate are the people who like don't know anything about sneakers. You're not a sneakerhead, right? That's not your thing. But then there's people who rock like fakes or unauthorized sneakers. And to me, those, like, shoes, but...
You just can't afford them.
Yeah, you can't afford it. So, but people say they're not sneakerheads. And my thing is, like, if you can't afford it, but you want to rock the shoe, do what you want to do.
Right.
Like, who are you to judge? But the sneaker culture is kind of toxic, man. It's just a weird place. So...
I know, like, I had somebody tell me that I wear Adidas because they're cheaper than Jordans. My thing was, if I have more Adidas than you have Jordans, then obviously there's not the price point. I'm like you with the shoes. It's more like an art because I'm not a person who goes and gets things like these or paintings or those figures, the claws figures. I'm not into those stuff like that. So I do the boxes, everything. I keep all of that because of the culture of the shoe. I like the collabs, but I feel like everybody's getting a collab now. Then it's almost kind of like the collabs are kind of watered down. Now it's only like you have to really hit on the collab. Because now everybody's getting a collab. Like Travis got one, which he ain't really missed too many. Like I don't know how many he got, but I think it's only like 1 or 2 shoes that I'm kind of like he could have kept those in the.
He's got a very distinct style with his. Like, it's a very unique. Like, this shoe was revolutionized because, like, Jordan 1 has never had a backwards swoosh. Why it took them so long to do this is beyond me. But that's beautiful. Like, imagine this shoe right here, but with this design. It'd probably be one of the greatest shoes of all time. But, like, I don't know why it took so long. Travis Scott revolutionized it, and I think, a lot of these dudes get collabs, and they're just like, oh, shit, I got a collab. Like, let me just do something. But like J Balvin came out with a Jordan 1 and it looked like it was like a tie-dye mix bullshit. Like it's just like ugh. Why? But again, I'm not here to judge people. Like that's what you like.
You gotta think all I wear is Adidas, that's it. I've been wearing Adidas since we was 4. But then Bad Bunny came up with he got a shoe with Adidas now and I'm like, I'm not I mean I'll take it if somebody wanna buy them for me, but I'm
whatever people's style. But people will be like, oh, you're not a sneakerhead if you have that. Or you're like, there was a thing for the launch, like, you have to have X in your collection to be a sneakerhead. Mm-hmm. Bro, who are you?
At that point, it's like, ain't none of us sneakerheads because we either didn't get on the app, we didn't wake up at 5 in the morning and do it, we don't have bots.
Yeah.
And then it's like, where we live at, we don't have what California got?
Like all the different brands.
Yeah, they got not even the brands. They got 100 shoe stores.
Yeah,
they get all the like people can walk in there and be like, "Hey, I got this," and it's like here we have those. Like you can walk in there and give those away. Boom, you gonna get your money. But that might be one shoe in one size. You go to Cali, they got 20 of them on the shelf.
Yeah, now it's a different. That's part of the reason why I hate the sneaker culture is because it's too much like politics behind it.
I was just about to ask you, are we in a good place with the sneaker culture itself right now?
Nah, like for me personally, like I remember I called Foot Locker and I was like, yo, I woke up at like 5 minutes after they dropped. I was like, yo, did you have any left? The dude answered says, nah, we don't, but I got a pair you can buy off of me. I'm like, bro. Like, who are you, bro? Like, and my thing
the
is
sneaker. Like, I mean, the Foot Locker employee.
Yeah, he said that to me. I'm like, bro, who are you? So it's like and that's what it comes down to, like raffling or like when pairs come in, like because you used to work there. Like you would hit me like, yo, we got these, but like I rarely ever use you to get the shoe because for me it's like it's nice to have those relationships, but like I enjoy the thrill of chasing the shoe.
Well, see, what I used to do with you was like if we got them, I would be like, hey, we got them. I can't put your name on there, but if they're here, I'll let you know. Or like a few days to come back and another pair come, and I'll be like, this is his side out. Hey, Jlew, we got a 11 or a 10 and a half, whatever for you. But yeah, every time I used to be like, when I first started working, I'm like, you want me to try to put my name down? You're like, no, I kind of want to see if I can hit on the app. If I don't hit on the app, then it wasn't for me.
Yeah.
You better than me because I want to show you that. But
that's what it's all about now. Like, and obviously the big thing is like resellers. And resellers will buy up every pair and then resell them, which is cool. Like, bro, get your money. I'm not a person to be like, why are you doing that? Like, I want that pair. Give me that pair. Like, if you're a reseller, you buy out the whole stock and you resell it. The game is the game. Like, I can't get mad at you.
See, and this is why I got rid of my Yeezys. So I'm gonna explain it to why I got rid of my Yeezys. I got one pair I've got 6 pairs of Yeezys since Yeezy started rocking with Adidas. I got rid of them because I started going out, seeing people who don't care about the sneaker game, getting them just to say they have them.
Yeah.
Or they got them because on Instagram, if you don't have the Yeezys, then you're not a sneakerhead. Or you got them and then like you didn't know that he came from a Nike. You don't know what number they are. Like they call them the 380s or 350s, but they're really like the 900s or the whatever number they are. They're calling them the Yeezy 2s, and they're really the 350s. And I'm like, that's not the right number.
Yeah.
How'd you get those? Oh, I hit on I'm like, that's my size. That's the one I wanted. Like the only one that I would actually go get is the bread one. Mm-hmm. And I don't even like calling the bread ones because when I think of the bread, I think of these. I think of the Jordans. So it's like, I'm not doing that. So I didn't have to get rid of them, but I got rid of them because of if you don't have Yeezys in your collection, you're not a sneakerhead.
You know what's crazy is TikTok has driven like a lot of brought in a lot of new people to sneakers.
Mm.
Now women are out here rocking Jordan 1 mids.
And making them feeling like they're the greatest shoe ever.
Ladies,
and it's not a knock to nobody, because I have one person, and she pulls them off.
But listen, Jordan 1 mids are not wavy. I just said before, look, I'm not here to judge. I'm just trying to enlighten people. A Jordan 1 mid is not wave. It's not the wave. Like that, you know what it's like? It's like, you know when Vans started popping off back when we were in middle school, early high school, and then you see somebody with DCs on? Like, it's like you're trying to like, yo, that's not the wave. Like, I know you want to get down with what we're wearing. Like, that's not the wave. These Jordan 1 mids, not the wave, fam. Like, you ladies have some fire fits and you have some mids on. I'm just like, you think you're a sneaker?
So when we was going out, you looking at their sneaker game? Or you don't really care about a woman's sneaker game?
I don't really care. Like, it's a plug. Like, I'm like, oh, you know, she got some dope shoes on. That's cool. But I prefer my women in heels.
But if she got some mids on, you're going to be like, hey,
It's a no. That, if you have a mids on, or if you rock dirty Air Force Ones, stop wearing dirty Air Force Ones. If you wear dirty Air Force Ones, you are a culture vulture, because anybody who knows sneakers knows you should never,
You can't have a dirty pair of white Forces.
Never.
I don't even wear Nike, and I know that.
You like the Air Force One was one of the most.
I'm a sneakerhead though. That's why.
The Air Force One was the most symbolic. Like when you see a white Air Force One, you know the vibes.
So,
but
before you go there,
dirty.
Nike, the Air Force One. That's the shoe. Never going out of style. Is that the Jordan 1? Is it Jordan 1 for Jordan? So like for Adidas, the Superstar. It don't matter. It's not going nowhere. Is it for the longest before I really got into sneakers when we was like middle school and stuff, I used to think it was 11s, because you couldn't walk into nothing.
Oh, it was 11
without nobody talking about, oh, I gotta get them. Oh, I didn't get them. My brother got those. And then as I got older, I was like, the 1 is probably the best.
I mean, the 1 resells. Like, you're never gonna be able to walk in. Like, don't get me wrong. Certain Jordan 1s, you can go into Foot Locker, they might have it. But like,
but those be like the colorful ones that we ain't really rocking.
Like this shoe, you'll never be able to go get this for retail because it's a classic shoe. Whereas like a Jordan 11, like you said, they were so popular back then, but that was also because Jordan didn't make a lot of them.
Right.
Like people were getting killed over these shoes and robbed. Yeah. Now they mass produce 11s whenever they come out. They still resell, but everybody can get them now. You know, so the Jordan 1 is. It's been hot for like 7 years straight, and I don't think it's going anywhere.
The Jordan 1 is like... The Jordan 1 is if like me, you, and 3 other guys are together, and a girl walk by and we go, she's a 10. And we all agree that she's a 10. That's what the Jordan 1 is. But if somebody goes, no, she's a whatever, that would be like the 11.
Yeah, it's like a common taste. Like, you know when you see it. That's why I said when you wear mids, it's not like... If you're wearing mids because you just like the shoe and you're not a sneaker person, that's a different discussion. If you're wearing mids because you think that's hot? A Jordan and that's fire... And
so like, not a Miz ain't a Jordan?
It's not. It's actually like it's honestly not. It's not a Jordan. It's like a team Jordan. It's not an actual Jordan. It's not for me. Actual Jordans are Jordans that have been worn.
Yeah, I feel you.
Like mid just started because of TikTok, and they seen some influencer wearing them, and they thought it was like, oh, because they make breads like these in mid form. Which again, if that's what you like,
but they do look kind of weird. Like the mids do look like if you hold a mid next to a high top one, they look like they're fake. And I'm probably the wrong person to speak on Jordan, but like they do look a little different than the normal.
Yeah, but again, if that's just what you like, I'm not knocking you for that. But if you think that shoe makes you knowledgeable or an expert in sneakers, or like makes you think you having it's not popular. Like you look goofy to people who know shoes, and hate to be so like my girl couldn't wear mids. Whatever shoe you like, I'm gonna get you that in the Jordan 1 form, not a mid.
I feel you.
So,
but you said you like your girls in heels anyway. But it's cool if she got the
facts.
She got the
heels over shoes any day of the week. But I'm not gonna like I don't expect you to wear heels with a sweatsuit. Like you're just going out, you know, to the grocery store, of course. But I don't want a girl who's full time wearing Jordans 24/7. Like we're going out, she's got on a. I'm like, all right, like what are we doing? If you wear don't wear a dress with some Jordans. Come on, like.
I'm with you.
What are we doing? When I was in high school, I was like, it'd be cool to wear a tux with some Jordans. But now I'm like, That's just terrible.
That's because we was kids though. I went to prom. I did half and half. So I went to prom. I got there in the dress shoes, but I ended up switching to the Adidas. I'm not gonna lie to you. I just felt like myself. I didn't feel like. But then as I got older, I was like, I'm not like I used to make a jokes when we was kids. Like when I get married, I'm wearing Superstars or I'm wearing whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm grown. I'm like, no, we definitely putting on some dress shoes.
Yeah, I remember this one dude.
I might take a picture, like a group picture, like have somebody bring their favorite shoes out, maybe. But for the most part,
I remember this dude proposed, and before he proposed, he
took the shoe off.
And I was like, damn, that's the corniest shit I've ever seen in my life. If you're about to marry somebody and you're more worried about your shoes creasing,
we in the same boat because I'm not.
Fam,
if I'm gonna marry you, then the shoes
doesn't matter.
Don't matter.
Doesn't matter. But yeah, I've been into sneakers since I was. Started getting sneakers since like 10th grade. Because before 10th grade, couldn't afford it. Mm-hmm. Like my dad was the first person I seen with Jordan. I was like, oh shit, those are crazy. Like I want to be like him. It wasn't even like,
and that might be. I think we the same. That's like Corey. All he wore was T-Max, Adidas. So I was just like, I want some shoes. Corey's like, Mom, I'll go get him some shoes. He was getting me some Adidas. So I just grew up rocking them. People think I hate, but I'll call you like, you get those Kobe's?
Yeah.
When you get them, I need to see them in person. But I just,
My thing was when I was younger, I didn't know about shoes. It was more like I seen my dad with them since I wanted to be like him. Mm-hmm. I was going to rock them, right? But as I got older, like I got my mom bought my first. I remember I got the Concord 11s for Christmas. So, shit. Crazy.
He said, I'm the man in this city.
Crazy, but like it was a white shoe with a black midsole. Mm-hmm. I can't wear that, bro. Like you'll never, besides the all white Air Force One, you'll never see me with an all white shoe.
Yeah,
but
it's hard for me to wear Superstars if it's not for the fit.
Yeah, but I say that to say like like the people who are like, oh, you gotta be in shoes for this long. Like I didn't really start knowing about sneakers till I was probably like 10th grade. That's when I like actually researched it, kind of understood like what I liked, what I didn't like. I was up to date on every release. But like, I don't think there's a timetable. Like so many of these old heads, like I've been in shoes for 30 years. Who gives a fuck? Like, I don't give a damn how long. That doesn't make you better than me.
Ain't my collection better than your old ass.
Well, it's just like, I hate, they gatekeep so much where it's like they think they are more important because
you gotta think, older. If we go into the garage right now with some old heads and they ask who the greatest of all time is, I'm gonna say Kobe, you're gonna say?
Jordan.
If you was to say LeBron and I said Kobe, they're gonna be like, oh, these young boys don't know nothing about Jordan.
Yeah.
I do know about Jordan, but I also was born in 95. I don't know nothing about what he did. Mm-hmm. I didn't care about watching him on YouTube, but I watched Kobe back to back. I watched what he did against the Celtics, so I'm going with Kobe every time.
It's just interesting. They're always like, oh, I remember when Jordan 1s weren't hot, and they just sat on the shelf. I'm like, fam, who cares? Like, who?
When they hit me with I remember when Jordans were like $100. Yeah. That's cool.
I remember when gas was 99 cents. Like, bro, it's not like that no more.
Like, it's 2021. What you want me to do? Look, if I want the shoe and I can get it, I'm going to get it. If it happened to be $100, I probably wouldn't be that big of a sneakerhead because then I have to worry about going somewhere and seeing somebody in the same shoe.
And I also feel like you can learn about shoes tomorrow and become a sneakerhead. It doesn't. It's not about the years. Like people think you have to have X amount of pairs to be a sneakerhead. Like bro, like Fat Joe just sold some of his sneaker collection. He really didn't know nothing about the shoes, but like he had probably 1,000 pair that he just shipped off to Urban Necessities to sell them. But he had them and he enjoyed sneakers, right? Like so, it doesn't matter how many you have or how long you've been doing it to make you like a sneakerhead. You could have 5 pair, you could have 5,000 pair. You could have been in 5 years, 5 days, like.
And plus, if you got 5,000 pair of sneakers, at this point, I don't even know if you're a sneakerhead. I just think that somebody gave you some money, and that's what you happen to spend your money on.
Or you have an issue. Yeah, you might have an issue.
Well,
I don't know.
I don't have 5,000 pair, but I might have an issue.
How many pair would you want total? Like when do you think you would start getting rid of pairs?
I don't know. Like I said, I'm pushing 100. I might be there. I don't want to lie and say I'm at 100, but I am very close.
So out of your whatever number you're at right now, you don't have like 1 or 2 pair where you're like, yeah, I'm probably never gonna wear these again. But I'm like, you still have them.
No, I definitely have. Like, I have the D Rose 2s. They're just all black with red shoestrings. I really only wear them when I'm about to go let somebody in the door or I gotta take the trash out.
Right. So that like when I think of that, anytime I've started like add a lot of shoes to my collection. There's at least 3 to 4 pair. Like my cousins came up from Atlanta. I gave them both a pair. I was like, yo, I'm never gonna wear these. These are in great condition. Here, take these. So that's why I said like 100's probably like my max, because no matter what, whenever I reach to 100, I start looking at a couple pair and I'm like, yo, I'm never gonna wear these joints. Like, let me just go ahead and get rid of those.
Right. There is some shoes in my collection that is either dead stock that I'll never wear, or I'll wear them for like a wedding reception, something that's big, or like a big event. But as far as like a number that I want to get to, that, like you said, once you get to 100, you start downsizing. I don't really know what that number is, because I've always looked at my shoes like I bought them for a reason. And that's why I'm not, well, the 2 reasons I'm not into reselling is because all I wear is Adidas. And I don't really see, if I bought them for to wear. Yeah. But I don't think I have a number like 200. All right, I'm at 200. Now I need to go down to 180 so that I can start re-up on some more.
Like, I think I'm probably around like 75, 80 right now, but a solid 25 of those are shoes that I'm holding to sell later. Like there's at least, there's a good 20 where I'm like, yo, in like 6 months when these rise in value, I'm gonna sell those. So like my personal collection that I'm gonna keep, I probably have like 55, 50, give or take. And like I've given away, I gave my dad Concord 11s, Flu Game 12s, Toro 4s.
You gave him some heat too.
Space Jams, another pair. Like if certain shoes, like Concord 11 is a great shoe. Mm-hmm. That's a sneakerhead shoe.
But you're not
I'm never gonna wear that shoe.
Right.
Why not just give that to somebody who's gonna rock it, right? So that's kind of how I look at the shoe, no matter what it is. Like all these shoes that I've shown here, besides obviously this shoe, these shoes too, but like I would wear those, like those Travises, the Kobe's, those Sixes, those Shattered Backboards. I would wear those. So like I'm trying to keep stuff now where I can, like, you know what? If I get the right fit or like a right occasion, I can wear those. Because I had so many, like, you know those Asics that I have, the Wally Asics? Fucking the ugliest shoe in the world. I'm never going to wear those joints.
But, just like these, like, this is an all blue shoe. My favorite color is red. A reason I got it, though, is because we grew up watching WWE, and they're a Ric Flair.
No, that's a great shoe.
So, but he has 100 other colors. I could have got any of those colors, but I got this one because of the WWE. Yeah. You know, the part of that. So, like, for the Asics, I feel like you got them, because you don't listen to Wale. You're not the biggest Wale fan. So, I feel like you got them because of
it was
the
a wrestling shoe. Yeah. But it was like, with those shoes, you could wear that shoe. Right. That Asics shoe, you can't fucking wear. That shoe is the ugliest It's a gold shoe with light blue.
The only person, and this is not a joke, the only person I think that can pull it off that we both know is Rayon.
Yeah. Rayon. Shout out to Ray. Ray always trying to buy some shoes off me because we're the same size. I'm like, bro, I have nothing for you. You have everything I have.
Yeah, Ray. But Ray is.
He would see those and laugh because he's like, yeah, these are hideous. Yeah, it's just an ugly shoe, man. So that's why I was out. Like I said, going back to the collection part.
Ruben can pull them off too. Ruben, come out.
Come get them, please. I'll give them away for free, honestly. I try, like, if it's the homie or somebody I know, if I have to sell this shoe, I'm gonna give you a great deal, or if I'm going to give it to you anyway. Free. Yeah, like, because I don't overcharge people I know for shoes. Like, I think for me that's the corniest thing. If you know somebody and they're trying to get a shoe off you, here, take this for, retail, whatever. I don't give a fuck what shoe it is. Right. Like, whereas like somebody you don't know, if I'm gonna sell them a shoe, I might give them like 20 less than StockX, but like, you ain't getting a friends and family discount, so. Yeah, because you're going to pull these Kobe's out once, like I said before, once we go win us another championship. I hear what you're saying. We're going to figure out a reason to get you out of retirement. Yo, so this shoe right here, I didn't tell this when I got this shoe, but this shoe is so crazy because this shoe dead stock, which it is, like a $1,600 shoe. And I'm not one to talk about numbers. I don't care how much shoe costs. Mm-hmm. I got this shoe for $850. Mm-hmm. It's crazy because, like, in for a normal person, $800 for a shoe? Fuck, you're bugging. Mm-hmm. This shoe goes for $16. When I found this shoe on Facebook for $850, bro, like, I jump on. That's why I say for me, when getting a shoe, the thrill of chasing the shoe is way better than getting the shoe. So, since we're talking about chasing the shoe, is there a shoe out there right now that's not in your collection that you're like, two questions. Okay. A shoe that you want to get that's just for you to have, not even to rock, just like you put it in the glass. Like for me, since I don't wear Nike, if I had the Grinches, they go in the glass. Because Kobe's my favorite player. I think he's a GOAT. Those will go into a glass case, and I'm never going to take them out. That's it.
And then what's the shoe that you're chasing that you're like, if I get them, not necessarily leave the shoe game, but you're like, I can chill out. Like, because I have the shoe that I want. Like, I don't have that shoe where it's like, if I get it, I'm out the game. But is there a shoe where you're like, if I get that shoe, let's say you didn't have the Travis, and you're like, if I get the Travis ones, I can go only getting 2 or 3 pair of shoes a year instead of once a month.
Yeah, well, that was the shoe. So last summer when COVID started, when I tell you I was on Facebook for hours on hours trying to find a shoe, because first of all, this shoe is it's one of the most common fake shoes ever made. Like, it's probably the best fake shoe ever made. So, like, I had to figure out if they're real or not.
Not that fake. That's not fake. Huh?
No. It is. I'm broke. It is. No, it's real. But no, I was up, like, hours. Like, I would stay up some nights till 2 in the morning messaging. Like, I messaged, for this shoe, I probably messaged over 100 people on Facebook about the shoe to buy it. And I finally got it. And I got it. I got the shoe. I looked at it. I said, damn, I finally got it. Put it in the box. Haven't looked at it since. It's the thrill. So, like, this was the first shoe I really, really wanted. I got this shoe. I was like, oh, you know what? I want that shattered backboard. So I got the shattered backboard. For me now, I want a PE. Whether it be like an Oklahoma whatever, I want a PE or a Trophy Room Jordan 1. Trophy Rooms go for like $2,200. So like I have to do some trading. I can't just come out of pocket $2,000. If I got the Trophy Room, I'd probably be really happy. I'd never wear it. But I really want a PE. Because in the shoe game, somebody's always going to be better than you. Right? Like, that's why people are like, Jawon, you have heat. Like, you don't ever show it off. Because for me, I could show this off, but, like, there's somebody out there who's got more than me. So I don't really care about showing off because I'm not the best, right? As long as the killers know, like, the people who are really in the shoe game, they know I got some heat, that does it for me. I don't care about showing off to other people. But, like I said, I have to say, like, a PE is one of those things where it's like, damn, not a lot of people have this shoe right here. Like, you can find hundreds of people who got a guava, a Grinch.
Not going to say which PE I got, but let's just say the point guard is not with Adidas no more. Don't know what I'm going to do if I see the right price.
Yeah.
But right now, I have a PE, and every time I see it, because Daniel wants to see it every time he comes over, I look at it and go, I cannot put you on. Like, I can never wear you.
Nah, I wouldn't wear a PE unless it was already worn. But, like, I really want Oklahoma 4. Like, so the Jordan 4, they have a bunch of PEs, and they're all beautiful. Like, I see them every time. I'm like, God, I got to get one. I got to get one because it's such a shoe that you're never going to see again. Like, you're never going to see a PE like that. But there's not really a lot of, like, common Jordans, like, that came out in the last couple of years that are limited that I want. Because if it's limited, I'll get it. But the PE where it's something that's, like, it's hard to get, again, that having to chase a shoe is what I crave more than, like, just being able to store it.
Now, I feel like what you said about the Travis 1, there's the T-Mac Mount Zion, I want to say 1s or 2s. And let me tell you, I looked for them for like 3 years.
Yeah.
Finally seen them on StockX, and I said, don't care the price. If I have it and I won't be living like dollar menu for the next year, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Seen a decent price on it, and I said, I'm doing it. It wasn't nothing crazy. Like the Travis 1s is like $2,000. Like I didn't have to do nothing like that. Mine was like $350, maybe $400. That was it. Y'all's the Jordan 1s, and then they already Jordan 1s with Travis on top, and then Travis is the guy right now. He had a McDonald's. I'm like, yo, that's the same thing I've been ordering. That could have been my menu.
That's why when you always tell me about shoes you're in, I'm like, damn, man, like I would love for like a really sacred shoe I want to be $300, bro.
Man,
I would love that.
But you see, the reason they don't come out. So they're maroon, his high school colors, and on the back it says Sleepy because he does I. And then it has the year he was drafted, and they don't come out ones no more because everything has boosts with Adidas now.
Yeah.
So I caught them in my size for that, but I've seen a 14, I've seen an 8, I've seen a 10 and a half, and they were 1,400 plus. Yeah. So I was just lucky enough that the person either didn't know what they were they were selling, or he just was like, I need to get rid of them.
Well, that's the difference. Is just Adidas, like when it's a really like rare shoe, it's so much harder to find. Like, don't get me wrong, it's hard to find a Travis 1, but like trying to find a T-Mac 1 that was a PE edition, like, bro, that's a needle in a haystack, bro. Like, you know me, you ask about deals all the time. Like, I really want the Dame Bate collab.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm chasing right now.
But I can't find a pair. Like, I found a couple pair. but it was like something was wrong or it might not have been my size. So I'm like, I can't do it. But like, I can't imagine that problem.
We talking about a chase because that's the Dame 4. We on the 7, and I've been chasing it ever since.
Yeah.
So that is what I'm like. I'm not saying if I get it, I'm like, all right, I'm out the game. But if I get it, I would be cool with going about 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 months without a shoe because I'm like, I got the 3 shoes I wanted. I got the PE from the PG the PG point guard I'm looking for. I mean that I got. That's not what Adidas no more. The T-Mac and those. Everything else I can pretty much find, or I can stock X them or go them. So.
Yeah, that's the hard part. The trophy room Jordan 1 is probably it's on my chase level, but that has to be like, I got to come up on some money to be able to feel comfortable purchasing that in the end. Because I had one dude, he said $1,700. It didn't come with a box. So like the trophy room Jordan 1, the backstory is Michael Jordan's son, backdoored all his pairs. So he gave it to like resellers and people without boxes to make more money off of them. So the dude, I know it came from a reputable source, but it was like $1,700. This was before release date. I'm like, $1,700? They retail for $220. Like, I'm not paying $1,700 before release date.
Mm-hmm.
Mother's came out, price $2,400, $2,700 now. I'm like, damn, like it was tough.
I should have eaten it.
Yeah, so that's on my list. I'm gonna get those one day, but
So which one's more important to you, the PEs or the trophy room?
trophy room because it's more like it's easier to get, and it's at the very least it's at $2,000 less. The PEs are 4 or 5 bands. Like I need to like legit like trade half my collection to get a PE, which I would.
Them PEs be so tough. Like DeMar DeRozan's Kobe's.
Yeah, they're hard. PEs are hard. They're hard to get too. So those are my grails. I probably have to sell a couple pairs. Like I'd sell 3 of the 5 here. 3.
Would you sell the Kobe's to get them?
No, I would sell. if somebody said, "Yo, I got a trophy room," I would give the Guavas, Strange Loves, and the 6s plus cash.
They can have them all, huh?
Easily, like for a trophy room. So, and I've tried, but nobody's biting yet. So
somebody will fall for it. Somebody will be in a tough spot sooner or later.
One day, man. One day.
Well, Jawon, season finale.
Maybe
kicking it with Jlew.
Next time you'll have to come do a whole collection. There's some gems in there. You'll have people have some fun watching the other stuff.
The collection.
Yeah, you'll have to do a collection review one day.
Maybe we'll do it.
Season 2.
Season 2. Oh, season 2. Hey, season 2. I don't know yet. But that's season 1. Thanks to everybody who watched it, was on it. Thanks to my brother for being the last guest.
Honored. Blessings.
I mean, you brought the heat. I mean, off the top of my head, I can't remember what people brought, but I feel like you and, I ain't going to say no names, I'll let the people decide.
If I'm in the conversation, I'm happy. That's all I ask for. I don't care about being one. I just care about being. People say you're up there.
I definitely believe you're in the conversation. Me and Sawyer, guy behind the camera, thanks to you too.
Shout out to Sawyer. He's the man.
Yeah. Hey, look, I ain't gonna lie to you. Sawyer did his goddamn thing on season 1. Salute. But me and Sawyer seen some heat in season 1. And I can say, with my humblest opinion, I believe that you have the best 7. I'm just, we gonna leave it at that. Let people decide in the comments. But that's season 1. We out. Peace.